Hello and good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be finally live. As some of you may know, it takes me huge amounts of time to go live before I can, I don't know, figure it out. And when I'm finally live, it's like a huge weight is lifted off my shoulders, and I feel so great now and so relaxed. And yeah, some people may think it's the opposite, but not for me. I'm really happy and finally like can breathe. So how's everyone tonight? For those of you, oh yeah, I need to write in the chat. Hi. I have my keyboard here. It's so cute and pink. Welcome to my stream. So for those of whoops, a little typo. Welcome to my stream. For those of you that know me, hi. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Alize. Excuse me, I have a cat in my throat. But all my friends in my family call me Ali because most people can't pronounce my name. So my name is Ali, and I'm currently in Italy, where it's almost 2 a.m. But I'm a really big like night owl, so this is my favorite time actually of the day. So I'm really happy to be here on my live stream, be talking with you guys. Not so happy about these mosquitoes. That's like my biggest pet peeves. Mosquitoes. I literally can't stand them. And for some reason, a lot of them got into my house, and I'm getting bit left and right. But anyways, other than that, life is amazing. I'm today was really hot and really nice, and I just feel like so excited that it's summer, and like summer comes with all these great things, but then all these things that are relative to summer. For me, it's allergies, and so sometimes and mosquitoes. And those are the two only things that I dislike about summer. Literally, I'm such a summer person. I'm obsessed. Like I'm like a lizard. I just I dislike the cold. I have like cold blood, I think, and I just like summer so much. It makes me happy inside. So I'm hoping that everyone is feeling happy inside today. um, I'm I put together this really cool carousel with a lot of cool stuff, but some things that I personally really like that make my life better. Basically, I'm a huge fan of like tips and tricks. Like I love to I have a lot of knowledge. I love to learn new stuff, and I love to share my knowledge with my friends and family about like my tips and tricks. Freddie, where's your emoji? Which one? The dog with the booty? Where's your emoji? Like, I don't really like I'm supposed to always start with that. Hi, Freddie. Um, welcome to my live stream. I just got bit again by another mosquito. What is this? I'm so annoyed. But the thing about mosquito bites is that they last for a long time, right? It's like they bite you once and then it's there for the rest of the night. And I think there's this like one mosquito in here, like all of this for one little guy. I just can't stand him. But anyways, I'm gonna try to find some products to make my life better for that problem because I'm really over mosquitoes. And I think that great, Freddie, nice to see you. I think that my goal, like even on Amazon now, I shop so much on Amazon that my goal is always to find stuff that make my life better. And like it's just everything is so readily available now. I feel like before I would have to go to a store and then ask a question to the clerk, and then probably they don't know what I'm talking about. But now resources are infinite. And so I'm just really like loving Amazon for any kind of things, and like so obsessed with little things to make my life better. So yeah, let's talk about my first my first fave thing to make my life better. Basically, this was like first brought into my life by my mom when I was like a few years old. My mom used to have all these like beauty tips and stuff that she did like religiously because she was really obsessed with like being the best version of herself. And I think that like back then, like 25 years ago or however many years ago, there was much less resources than now. So I think that it was much more straightforward. Like they didn't have like microdermabrasion devices at home or like um, acids or things like that. Like they just had so little compared to what we have now. So they had like the old school tools, and I appreciate that. I think that in my beauty regimen, I like to have half new technology and half old school beauty tools that have been around for like generations and are proven to work and like have like this history behind them. And then sometimes I like the facial massager that probably, like recently from a few years. So I think that it's important to have a healthy balance, and like it's also important for me not to try every new fad that comes around, because I think that there's so much like crap nowadays that promise false results and fake things, like especially like when it comes to beauty and like your face, like I saw this one particular ad the other day that it was like this thing for eye bags, and then like the eye bag was diminishing, like deflating completely to nothing, and I was like, there's no way, and so I'm constantly fed this crap, and like I'm just like not into it. So I like to get stuff that has been around forever, and also like maybe stuff that is suggested by other people, because I feel like there's a lot of crap. And so this first thing that I had in my carousel, whoop, here we go. Oh, super. Okay, well, that's not gonna work. Great, guys. Lovely. So, my first thing that I have in my carousel is this. Ah, here we go. Great. Wow, I didn't think that was gonna work. I'm really excited to see my face again. All right. Sorry about that. I've mentioned that before, but I'm not professional, and sometimes it shows. So, this product was first introduced in my life by my mom, and it's a body exfoliating brush. The first one that I saw, it's now improved since the first one that I saw, because the one that she had only one side with like a really harsh, stiff, bristled brush on that one side. And so she used to use this brush, and her tip was that this would eliminate cellulite and promote circulation, and she would do it so vigorously like on her legs, but she had really really great legs without cellulite. So I kind of always like believed in that, because she used that, like she still uses it to this day. So her brush was like, it had a much shorter handle, and it had only one side. So this one is like a updated version of the old brush, but it's cool because it has a double-sided design. So one side is super harsh, that massage the skin, deep cleans the skin, like promotes circulation, exfoliate the dead skin really well, and you can use it either wet or dry with both sides. and it's completely different experience because the wet when you use the brush wet, it'll be like softer on the skin, but when you use it dry, it'll really exfoliate super well. And so it's like an old technique that's this brush has been around for like so many generations, but it really promotes blood circulation in the sense that like your leg is red afterwards, and really it like gets rid of all the dead skin that can accumulate on top of your body, and then ultimately gives you an older appearance. Like as you grow older, your skin becomes more and more like cracked and more like a lot of skin, and so like you see some old people that are just like all wrinkly, and so we want to avoid that. And I think that it starts with circulation and eliminating dead skin. So I'm loving the new and upgraded version of this brush. It has a 17-inch long bamboo handle, and it has these like little like patches, rubber textured patches, so that like you don't drop the brush. Because I remember, because it's made of wood, like it can be really slippery and you can drop it. So they addressed all the issues that used to be with like these brushes. Like my mom used to cuss at them sometimes, and then like like it was too short or something, like they made it longer so that you could reach your back. And it's just a really great like beauty tool that is doesn't cost barely anything, and like is durable, and you can really see an improvement with like the appearance, the overall appearance of your skin. So I think that it's really a must have for men and women, because we don't realize how much dead skin there like accumulates on top of your body, and the goal is to have like fresh, exfoliated, beautiful skin. And so this is my favorite product this week. I think that everybody should get one. It's such a must have. It's been around for a generation and generation. Even my grandma has one. Even my grandpa has one. And it's just like really a must have, especially like in your back if you have I've had some little bouts of like back a little bit of back pimples or acne sometimes, and it was just basically because like it's hard to reach your back and wash it. So if you have some like issues with your back appearance, this is such a great thing, because you will just by getting rid of the dead skin that's sitting on top of the back will improve it dramatically. So it's my favorite product this week. I think that it's such a must have, and like obviously not really travel friendly, but who's really traveling right now? It's just for the shower, and it looks cute. It has this little like thing that you can hook it somewhere, and I love getting these little hooks on Amazon now and just like putting them boop, 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 a bit everywhere, and then one's in the shower with my bamboo exfoliating brush. So this is my fave product, so inexpensive and a must have for everybody. All right, my next product is the Balm. Oh my gosh, am I moving my table? I'm like so excited. The Balm. All right, so like I said before at the beginning of my stream, I'm a person that has, whoa, excuse me, I have like a hairball in my throat. Cheers to everybody at home window shopping with me. I'm really excited to be here and talk about my favorite products. It's literally my favorite thing to do. So I thank you guys for hanging out and window shopping with me. All right, I've talked about this product and it's really blown my mind. And honestly, I'm in Italy right now, so I'm having a hard time ordering stuff because they charge a huge like deposit fee, which is like, what does that mean? It's just a way for the government to make money, and then like a super high tax on top. So it's not really like I can get these products that easily, and it makes me want them even more. But this one would be just the perfect solution to my allergies. And basically, if you, anyone that lives in an area that has either dust or pollen or even like um, bad smell or even like COVID scares, because this air purifier gets rid of everything, so many things. It basically gets rid of like stuff that causes allergies, that causes um, like bad reaction from the body, but also like smells and um, like makes the air cleaner, better, and fresher. It even has an app, which is really impressive, that can that analyzes like your air around the machine and gives you a report on the air inside your house. So you will get a full report of like what's going on, like if you have mildew or if you have a lot of dust or a lot of pollen, and like you didn't there's a chance that maybe you have all these things and you don't even know, right? So this super like new technology air purifier will just like not only clean the air in your whole house, because they can cover up to 1,580 square feet, then that's in 1 hour. But it can even help improve the quality of your air, because if you see what's up with your air, you can make some changes like that you would have never known otherwise. So this is my crush product of the week, and I'm not able to get it because I'm Italy, but I need it. I have allergies and I want like odors to go away, and it's just so cool. I even have right now this product. Last week it was $270, so right now it's 200 at 26% off. But I even have an extra discount code for 10% off, so that would make it 180, and the code is like on on the on the page when you click on the product. So it's a really great deal because it's actually $100 off. I just really like this design and like all the functionality of this air purifier. And air purifier used to be like really noisy and didn't use HEPA filters, and like this one is really quiet, super like well designed. I love the honeycomb design to it, and it has a lot of cool features like child lock. If you have children, they can't mess it up. Sleep mode, you can put a timer on it. It has an online support, because sometimes I feel like if I'm gonna pay $200 for a product, I don't want to have like any issues with it, and I don't want to be disappointed and start like wondering like what to do. And so there is like online support at any time, that if you have a question or an issue, they're always there. So it's a really great way to feel good about a purchase, I think. Like, so awesome. It purifies 1,500 square feet per hour, but that means like you would have a really big apartment, right? So if you have like half of that, it'll just like purify the air every 30 minutes. Woo! I just punched my microphone. And so it'll be really efficient. It has the voice control. It can be plugged with Alexa, and it has like the highest quality of HEPA filter, which is so high the quality that it's even allowed to be sold in California, which has the highest standards of quality control and like air purification systems in basically all of the world. So if it's good enough for California, it's good enough for me. And it's my fave product. It's like my crush this week. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can always click on the product. I think that I'm having some, I don't know, feedback is always welcome, you guys. Maybe you can't even hear me and I'm just talking in vain. I'm always really scared about that because that happened once. And so I was just like, hey. And then 30 minutes later, I realized that nobody could hear me. So sometimes I start to talk a lot and then I realize that there was an issue. So if there is ever any issue, I really encourage you guys to tell me because I really appreciate that. I'm constantly trying to improve, right? Get better and I don't know, try this thing on Amazon Live. It's such a passion for me. I'm so excited to be able to do this, like talk about products. OMG, that's amazing. Oh, so I can highlight it. All right, so I highlighted this discount code. It's 10% off. It was already 270. It was down to 200 and now 180. So it's a really awesome deal, especially for those that have an issue with their nose or with like something that you know that your air has a problem, but you don't know what it is. And so with that app and the analysis of your surrounding air, you can find out what it was, which is really groundbreaking for me. I love when stuff like helps you get better in the long run instead of just like putting a band-aid on top of the problem. It helps you like fix it forever. So really excited about this super cool product, revolutionary product. It's even like COVID, eliminating COVID. Does that make sense? So like if you're in an area with high traffic, you you definitely want to, I don't know, take all the purification measures like the HEPA filters in the air purification systems is what they use in hotels and high traffic areas to in also in airplanes to eliminate the virus. So it's really great for home use as well, or like a place where you have a lot of traffic, like I don't know if you have a lot of kids and friends kids that come over, you get that. And it has a child lock so they can't stop it. So I love these two first products. They're my fave. The last person that wrote in my chat said, ah, leave stream. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I sometimes I feel like people forget that I'm a person. Does that make sense? Like they just think that I'm maybe a computer generated like model or something. Hey, but no, I'm a person. And even sometimes people like to throw curveballs in the chat. And so that's like a new thing that I have to adjust to and definitely challenging, but so rewarding because I don't know. I really want to do this Amazon live streaming thing. I have some really cool products to show you, possibly in my next stream. The thing is that when I stream at night, I like to be in a slightly darker, and then I don't know if that's really optimal to show my products. So sometimes I like to talk about my crush ones and window shop ones, and ooh, it's hot. Anybody else feeling a little hot? Anyways, cheers to you guys. Thanks for being here with me. Today I applied to a lot of castings for some modeling jobs, and it's always exciting but kind of like annoying to apply to castings because whether you want it or not, you like get a little hope inside, and then if you don't book the job, you're like, oh, that sucks. But anyways, I guess you have to try to do something, right? Like if you don't try anything, you won't amount to anything. And so fingers crossed that some of these will be successful and I'll be on the runway shortly. But I'm also really excited about dinner right now. I feel like there's a big part of me that wish that I could eat on the stream because it would be so fun. I'm a big fan of eating, especially pasta now that I'm here in Italy. Um, Italy has like literally the best food. It's so amazing here. The cooking is just different than America because they they really like dumb it down to basically just using really simple ingredients and like fresh stuff, but simple. And it makes for a completely different, oops, I just kicked my microphone again, sorry. Makes for a completely different taste than like America. Like for example, in America, if you go to an Italian restaurant, you have things like Alfredo pasta. And that was invented in America. Like Alfredo pasta doesn't exist in Italy. It's made with cream, and cream is not even used in the Italian kitchen. So, not even in ice cream. So, it's really interesting to see like the difference between Italian food and American food, and even the difference between Italian food and American Italian food. Hi, Ricky. How you doing? Ricky is in my chat. He's my fave. Thanks for writing because I had the last person just said, leave stream. And so I had that lingering for a little while, and every time that I look at it, it's like a constant reminder of a funky, funky text. So I was just talking about how hungry I am and how excited I am about eating my pasta. I'm so in love with Italian cooking, and even like I eat pasta every day now, and I found this really great tip to be able to eat pasta every day, and that is to eat gluten-free pasta. Like gluten-free pasta has so fewer calories than the regular pasta, and there's also like a lot more fiber in it than regular pasta, and so it just like it doesn't stick in the stomach, and it can be okay with your diet, if that makes sense. So I'm really really in love with this hack to be able to have pasta every day by making it gluten-free pasta. Ricky says, good to see you. You weren't on last night. Yeah, so I have this thing where usually I take Monday off because sometimes I go really hard in the paint on Sunday. And so last Sunday again I streamed until like 6 a.m. and I really went hard in the paint again. So on Monday I took the day off. But last night I was having a lot of issues with this like new format that I'm trying, and this may bore you, but basically it's always a new learning experience to be on here, and it can be so difficult sometimes because it's like, where did the hours go? I'm just trying to set up, and it's like, shoot. Yeah, I'm like a Greek restaurant, Ricky. I'm exactly like a Greek restaurant. Yeah, Ricky just said like all the Greek restaurants, they close on Mondays. That's so funny. Yeah, so and actually I was thinking that because I work online and I work on the computer and at home and on the phone, I actually don't even take Monday off. I just don't stream on Monday. But I realized that it's really important to take at least a day off per week. I think that like it can be good for my mental health to sometimes disconnect and not work. So I was thinking about like taking the Monday completely off next week, which never happens because also my phone is in my hand, so it's easy to like whenever there's an email coming or whatever to address it right away and to never disconnect. And but I'm coming to terms with the fact that it can be important to disconnect. But last night was Tuesday. Was it? I didn't realize. Yeah, so last night I tried to set up and it took me so long. And then by the time that I was done setting up, it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna stream now. I'm gonna go to bed. And then finally, I ended up like emailing and working until 7 a.m. And so that was the dumbest move ever because today I was so tired and gross, and I basically like took out a mortgage on today by staying up so late last night. And so I should have streamed because truthfully, like, what did I do? Like, I don't know. I could have been a good idea. I'm learning. I feel like I need. I'm always trying to do stuff by myself. I'm always like I do my Instagram by myself, and I do all this setup and this stuff by myself. And I really think that I need like some help with something. Like I would love to find a manager or something, especially for my Instagram, because it's really hard to. I don't have enough hours basically to do all. And so if someone knows someone, send them my way, because I can't handle it anymore. I would basically need to have like 50 hours in a day to be able to do all, and I'm not so down with that anymore. Like, also, summer is coming up, and so how am I gonna be able to have one day off if I'm not even able to like do everything in a day? So, cheers to that. I definitely feel like it's a new thing for me because um, can't cheers without drinking. Because before, like, I I was a tennis player before, like in my teenage years and my early adulthood, and so I really like dedicated my whole life to being a tennis player for forever, like since I was, I don't know, 10 years old. And so after I retired, I just wanted to like live and chill and go out and do nothing basically. Well, do nothing, go out and like not really work that hard or be focused on my career. And I think that like I needed that. So it was like a couple years that was really necessary for me. But now that I'm kind of like a little bit like done with that, I'm really excited to do the opposite. So it was like these little, I think that we have these stages in our lives that can be really important to like acknowledge. So not everyone has the same road, and it's important to look at your road and see what you need. And so I'm a big fan of that. I think that like I was able to understand what I need in my road, and now my road is like whew, like a highway. So here I am. I feel like I'm sweating now. It's so hot in here with this flash and this Italian attic. I moved my setup from downstairs to my attic, and it's a little bit hot. I also got a new webcam, and I'm not even sure that I like it because in my previous streams you could see my bolt really well, right? Like it would adjust somehow. But right now you just see a big pink. So I don't know. I'm not so cool with that. Like I wish that I had the old camera back, but that one took a really long time to set up. So I don't know. What's the trade-off? Hours and hours of setup or a pink bolt? Good question. This remains unanswered. But anyways, I'm really excited today. I got a new lens for my Sony camera, and it's basically like a portrait lens, which I was not familiar with before. But if, oh, big mosquito. Ooh. But if you like to take a lot of pictures, or if you like to take pictures for Instagram or whatever, um, I just found that out. But you need a portrait lens, which I never knew. I had just a regular lens, and I was trying to do portrait by going far away and then zooming in. But this new lens that I got is so clear. Basically, you just stand away from what you're trying to shoot, and then like it just shoots whatever you're shooting super clear, and the rest is like blurry. And so it's called a portrait lens, and you can't even zoom on it, which is really crazy because at first I thought it was broken. But anyways, if you're an Instagram amateur, then must get a portrait lens. It's actually a setting on the iPhone now that I think about it, which makes sense, right? I'm getting bit by mosquito left and right. Enjoy this lovely buffet. What camera do you have that you put on the new lens on? So I have a Sony A6100, and up until now I had just a regular lens that came with it, and I had also purchased like a wide angle so that I could do like some backyard shot, some like beautiful like landscape, I guess, and travel. But the thing about this wide angle lens is that it's huge and it's like has this big bulb at the end, so it makes me nervous to even just hold it, and like it's not really something that I want to be carrying around when I walk around and I travel. So I don't know, the wide angle lens was kind of a good idea, but kind of not. But the Sony A6100 is a mirrorless camera, so it's like a new style of camera basically, and it's a really, really great one. But I read a few days ago that it's better to have like a medium camera and a good quality lens than the opposite. And so that kind of like changed my life because I was always wondering like some of these photographers that I shoot with, like what are they doing differently? Sometimes they would even have the same camera, and so I was just like trying to figure it out. Like I know that their technique is better than mine, obviously, because they're photographers and I'm not, but it's definitely the lens. And so it took me about 10 years to figure that out. So great, cheers to that. I'm actually gonna take a bit of sparkling water because I'm obsessed and I'm kind of hungry. I eat a whole chocolate bar because I didn't want to eat the pasta before the stream. The problem is that you may remember this, Ricky, but sometimes I eat a lot of pasta before my stream, and then I'm like in a food coma, like so I was trying to avoid that today somehow because I don't know, it can be not a good look sometimes. But anyways, I haven't upgraded my photo camera in a while. It's a Canon Rebel TI3. I have a couple of lenses for it. Yeah, that's really great. I think that I'm not quite familiar with this particular type of camera, but once you get a camera, the goal is to just not break it. I think that it can last for a long time. Like when I see people that get new cameras all the time, I'm like, first of all, you're lucky, but it's not necessary. Even this article that I was reading was just saying, get a lens. So my goal is always to not break my camera. And I think that it's literally my life goal. Don't break my camera and then just keep adding a lens to it. I was actually looking to get a warranty on it and I never got it, and so I'm just like, oh snap. The other day it fell and I almost cried. It takes really good pictures, probably the reason why I've not upgraded any. Exactly. The goal is, why change a winning formula? That's what my grandpa always says. And so it takes good video too, amazing. So when the formula doesn't work, I try to change it. But when it does work, I don't. And that's probably why it took me so long to figure out the portrait lens, because I thought, oh, it's great, it's fine, it works great. But there is a big difference in quality between the regular lens when you zoom because there's something with the focus there that, like, when you have a portrait lens, it just focuses on the subject so sharply, and then the picture is like, wow, like the rest is blurry, and then the portrait is like super good. But when I was doing that with my other lens, sometimes it would be like slightly more pixelated or just not as defined. And I tried the new lens today, and I was like, okay, wow, this is what like celebrities use and photographers, and like all these amazing pictures that I see on Instagram. So I'm excited to like elevate my photography skills, and I would even like to shoot some girls here or some models, because I think that sometimes like men photographers, like anybody can be a photographer, right? At this point they could just buy a camera, and as a model you can come across quite a few like creepy guys, and just like, I don't know, like that take advantage of the fact that you're trying to create a professional relationship to have ulterior motives. But I'd love to like shoot girls, because then they could feel comfortable with me, and I could really like practice, and maybe I could become a great photographer at some point. And yeah, because when I try to shoot myself, it's really difficult. And like it's almost impossible. I mean, it's really challenging. I can do it, but it's really challenging. So I'd love to shoot someone else. So if someone, oh, big mosquito. If someone is interesting, I'm offering a photo shoot to to anyone that is in Italy in vicinity, and interested in not working with a creepy photographer. You need a bug zapper. Oh yeah, like a little tennis racket, right? That would be so fun on the stream. That's true, but I think that literally there is just one. I call them MFs. I don't want Amazon to turn off my stream here for use of foul language, but I call motherfuckers MF. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. That was a slip. I'm so sorry. I call them mosquitoes. That's what I meant. And they really like ruined my life, but there was just one. And so I'm really sorry about this slip up. It was definitely not meant to be. I meant to say mosquitoes. But yeah, Ricky, I need a bug zapper for sure. Alright, so let's see what else I have in my carousel. I highlighted this promo code, and now I'm not sure. It's just gonna stay there maybe. I have some great promo codes, but definitely my fave was on the air purifier. That was my fave. Um, Welcome and good evening. Ricky, thanks for being here again and being my friend. Yeah, so that's funny. I'm really like embarrassed. I'm a big I have a big problem with my language because it's wild and free sometimes. Because like I don't have kids, and I don't know. I learned my English from French, because my first language is French, and so uh, for me, like cuss words were always in French, and they were really bad. They were like words of the church in French, and so when I say a cuss word in English, it doesn't really mean anything to me. Like it doesn't offend my parents or even my grandparents, or it great. Lovely. The freeze is the only time that I like this freeze. So basically, like it's really normal for French speaking people in my family to use cuss words in English. And so like it's really ingrained in my vocabulary, and I'm trying to like get rid of them because I don't know, maybe one day, one day I'll have kids, and then I don't exactly want to be like cussing around. So, and even on the stream, especially. So, I'm trying to like use less cuss words, but sometimes they slip by. But, anyways, I guess I'm just a big cusser. All right, so what else we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so in the past few weeks, I talked so much about like my excitement for watching new stuff. Basically, I found like this new type of content. I kind of hate that word by now, to be honest with you. Content, like, ugh, it makes me cringe inside because I'm on Instagram a lot and content is constantly used and everybody says that now. But anyways, petite parenthèse, small parenthesis. Hey, Rosie, Alize from the Bay. I don't know, Rosie, I'm not really from the Bay, but hey. Wow, I'm just like taking off this tag here. How are you, Rosie? Thank you so much for coming in my stream. You're so cute and lovely. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Ricky. Ricky, you missed it. What did you miss? I'm curious. All right, I I somehow like dry cleaned this top when I was in the hotel. They sent all of my laundry to the dry cleaner by accident because obviously I did not want my pajamas dry cleaned, and so they put all these little tags everywhere. And oh, I say it because it rhymes with your name. Okay, cute. Drama, drama. What is the drama? Give us the tea, Rosie. Spill the tea. I have not a lot of drama these days here because I'm quite like away from the drama, the people, the everything, my friends, my family. I'm just away from it all, and so I don't know. Every once in a while, I get someone in the chat saying some like rude comment or something, and that's pretty much the only drama that I deal with. Hmm. Sparkling water is so great. So basically, yeah, Rosie, tell us about the drama. And I'm going to continue my little parenthesis that I was talking about. But basically, I have this really great new, found this really great new thing to watch on TV or anywhere for that matter. And it's basically like on YouTube because there's so much stuff on YouTube now that you can watch for free. Like it's unlimited, right? YouTube is so crazy. And they have a lot of ads now, which kind of sucks. Like, to be honest, YouTube, chill out with the ads. I know you want us to buy your stupid upgrade, but it's really like, it's a pity. And so, uh, it, it was on Amazon. Oh, there's a big mosquito now. Is it gonna bite me? Because it could literally take a bite of my stomach. Bree and Aaron, they both tried chopping my name up in chat for 4 straight hours. Learned all about me. Hilarious. Chopping my name up? What does that mean? I'm confused. I'm unfamiliar with chopping up names. So scared of that big mosquito now. Welcome to my stream where it's a mosquito time. Alright, so with this new found on YouTube, it literally like changed my life. Especially um when I was it started when I was going to like after parties and like when we would gather up at someone else's house like pre-COVID, and then we didn't know what to put like as far as music or TV or whatever. And so oh, I don't really understand what happened, but I don't really have like time to focus on it. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry if something bad happened to you. That really sucks. I wish that everybody love each other and is nice to each other. It costs $0 to be nice. That ain't cool. Yariki, that ain't cool. So back to my little parenthesis. um, it started with me trying to like make a party mood because I'm a huge fan of like making the the party, like finding little things that can be better and then like helping to make a perfect party. Like this is my calling in life. Is to be the party maker. And so it started as like, what do we play now? Because in a party, silence is not really like the best thing, and so you need music and you need action, and it was always like on TV, like what do we play now? And my friends were like, okay, we can play this or that, and then I found this really great thing to watch on YouTube, and it's basically, especially during COVID times now, there are DJ sets that are like 1 hour and a half long to 2 hours long, and they basically like it's like a concert, and they make them in these really crazy cool places now, where it's like in the Alps or in the pyramids or like in a beautiful like seven wonders of the world basically, and they use like drones and stuff to like show you around, and it's like so vivid and beautiful. These like DJ sets are next level because they know that people can't really go to concerts anymore, right? So like they're trying to make the best of like these times that we live in, and so they make these awesome sets available on YouTube for free, like all these crazy DJs. And especially if you search like live set 2021, and then you just look at the thumbnail and then like find like one that looks like it's in a beautiful spot, that could literally go on for like 2 hours, and it's not only like really great music but also like super visually appealing. And so I think that watching one of these sets on these projectors, like outdoors or indoors, would just be so amazing, because this projector can go up to 300 inches wide. And so usually a TV is like 50 inches, right? Or like 60. 300 is like a whole wall, and it has super crisp picture quality and like super amazing contrast definition and like 1080p, and like just and portability too. So like you could take it not just in your house, but you could literally like watch something outside. And like they even sell these really crazy like um viewing inflatable viewing see avec inflatable viewing stations that you could set up outside and just inflate them, and then it's like a big screen. So I'm really excited about the future here because I'm really excited to like, first of all, have people over. Like how long has it been since I had a party? Forever. And I just like I dream about taking one of these projectors and then like projecting outside and putting one of these beautiful visual live DJ sets with like amazing music and super cool visual, and on like a 300-inch screen. And so this is like the Ferrari of projectors. It has like a high definition, a really, really seriously good contrast, picture quality. Everything is like the best, like the cream of the crop. It has a Wi-Fi connection that works with phone, but it also even has like a HDMI port, USB port, can be connected to speakers, headphones, but it has an internal speaker already in it, and it's the bomb. Oh yeah, you can put a Fire Stick in it, which I'm not so familiar with, but you can stream. From what I learned, you could stream like anything from Amazon Prime content with this Fire Stick situation. That sounds pretty cool, but I don't have one sadly. And you could even like, I think that it could be really, really fun to like, hey Ricky, welcome back. I think that it could be really, really fun to have a party, like literally obsessed with the thought of having a party, okay? But it could be really fun to have a party and then tell people before they come over that they like each person will have like 5 or 10 minutes to show some some trip that they took or some like some pictures that they have about a particular event that they want to share with other friends, and then like you get to show like, I don't know, if you went to a beautiful place like Mexico or something, you can show like all these pictures that you took in Mexico on a big projector screen, and anyone can connect easily with their phones. So I think that this is really next level because you get to take something that you do all the time, like you watch TV, right? You always watch TV on the sofa. I want to watch it other places, especially outside. Like I want to try to watch new stuff in new places, and even maybe like laying down on my bed and just like watch it on the ceiling. Like that would be really cool. And there's so much stuff to stream and to watch nowadays. Like you can watch like YouTube, Netflix, Prime, so many platforms to stream from, like Hulu, Disney Plus, all of these. So a lot of stuff. I think I'm on my 10th bite. So if I faint during the stream because of like high toxicity poisoning from the mosquito, you'll have to excuse me. But anyways, this is my crush product. I have a new projector every week, and like they constantly are becoming better and better. This one is like a 4K Wi-Fi video projector that supports a really like amazing quality and high dynamic contrast, because when we think of projectors we think of like a diluted version in class, right? But the new ones are not that. They are amazing. They are like super crisp and sharp and a wonderful picture quality. So I'm just really excited to like get one and have friends over and then like have a great old time. I think I'm just really excited to like have friends over, honestly. It's been such a long time that I don't have a party or go to an after party, or like this part of my life is just so missing, you know, like we all have something that we missed. And oh, I thought you meant in my room. Ricky just said he'd seen a wasp in here, and I thought he meant like in my webcam he'd seen a wasp. I was like, I was about to drop dead. Oh my gosh, yeah, yeah, that's kind of like my phobia that you're describing, basically, Ricky. Because when I was little, I I still remember vividly to this day. I think I was like 6 years old, and like I'll always remember I was about to jump on this crocodile, that like inflatable crocodile that I had in my pool. I was 6 years old, and then mid-air, as I was jumping on the crocodile, and my mom was like, "Hey," next to the crocodile. Mid-air, I saw a wasp on the crocodile that was like on its back and like scrambling to like try to get out of there, but I was mid-air, and so I just jumped on it and it stung me on my stomach. And like I was so little that I didn't know what that was. Like I didn't know this kind of pain existed, and so I just started running in my backyard like in circles. I remember like it was yesterday. And my mom was trying to run after me, and I was just like running in circles. I must have done like 20 circles, trying to like run the pain away, I guess. I don't know what my little brain was thinking, but I'll never forget. So I think that really like followed me throughout my adult life, because I have a fear of wasps and like a phobia of a wasp stinging me when I'm not looking, like you just said. And sometimes even have dreams about wasp and like they have their big booty, like, and their little thing. And I think that one time, like, there is this big psychological trauma because one time I somehow had, like, I had killed a wasp or I had it like under my 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 fist, or I think it was like some glass jar, and I was really able to see it. And the wasp kept having like the thing coming out of its booty, like to try to bite you, like, and it was so sharp, and I could see it like coming out and then going back in, and like he was just like giving up, right? Like he was just like about to die, and then trying like in vain to like pierce whatever would come around, but that also scarred me. So I have a lot of psychological trauma with wasps, I think. Oh my gosh. About 7 years ago, I got some really bad yellow jacket stings. Probably like 30 or 40. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna dream about that tonight because I have, like I said, a phobia, and that sounds like I okay, the pain was really bad, but I was more afraid I might have an allergic reaction. Yeah, definitely. I just sat still with my cell phone ready to call 911. Luckily, it was just pain. So you just sat still like that. That's something that I don't know if I would be able to handle. Just sitting still and enjoying the pain is just like, sounds like you're really strong mentally, and I don't know if I'm there. But well, the 30 or 40 stings is quite a few. Like, it would cause an allergic reaction. It could cause you to faint, or it could cause your blood pressure to like drop, or it could cause a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like, bees are nothing to mess with, and they scare the living crap out of me. What are some fun words that I could use instead of cuss word? I'm a big fan of crap, but I think that it's not even allowed sometimes, right? It can be a bad word. I don't know. I'm constantly looking for new ones. Like, my favorite one is shoot. Shoot. Hey Robert, nice to see you. Ricky, it was tough. They had built a nest in an old piece of carpet that I had ripped out. When I picked the carpet up, they attacked me. Oh my god, that sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, last year in my yard, I had this hole in my yard, and then it was always like bees coming out and in, wasps coming in and out. And so, boom. And I was like, okay, I started to analyze it, and every day I would look at like the hole. You look like you just came from a party. I wish, Robert. I maybe it was like my goal to look like that. I wanted to look like a rock star, but truthfully, I've just been in my house all day. So yeah, so yeah, the yellow jackets, oh, yellow jackets. So every day I would go and look at that hole, and I would see them. They were so intense going in and out. And so I started to try to think of ways that I could like drown them or kill them all at the same time. Like, I got obsessed with it. And so one night when they were all sleeping, I I took a hose and a big rock, and then I like filled the hole and I put the rock, but I was such a chicken that like I was too scared. I think I got it. I was too scared, and I, instead of like focusing on what I had to do and really doing like what I had to do, I kind of did it like half. Like, I basically filled the hole with just a little bit water, and then I put the rock, but like not even all the way. So they came out. They were like going crazy, and I was so scared. Like, it was just. Then after that, like, because I worked out outside on my balcony, and then the wasp, the yellow jackets were kind of close by. And so after that, there was one, and I'm obviously like making this up all in my head, right? But there was this one big daddy that would come and he would watch me work out. This is a wasp we're talking about, by the way. And he would always just like check me out. And then one time I was like trying to kill him, and then he like brought some friends. And then after that, I didn't work out outside for like a week because I was too scared of them. They are so scary. And this year the hole is empty now, so maybe they moved to another spot. I'm excited that they're no longer there because they were really like ruining my life. I even tried to get this hairspray because I read online that if you put a lot of hairspray, it would like stick the hole together and then they would be stuck in there. And I tried that, and then like they tried to come out and attack me, so I kept trying these new things that didn't work at all. And yeah, I maybe it's best if I stop talking about my phobia, because when I talk too much about something, I dream about it that night, and it's just a really uneasy feeling. I have the worst dreams in the world, like the worst nightmares ever. And sometimes, like, I just want to be like, why can't I dream about my normal life? Like, it would be such an improvement. But no, these dreams are insane sometimes. And, like, I don't know if I have some deeply rooted, like, psychological issues or what. But, oh my gosh, Robert, pour gasoline and light them on fire. Yeah, that would be like last resort. That would be like the last thing I would try. But that sounds so dangerous and so dangerous. Ricky, with all the mowing and weed whacking I do, yeah, you do a lot. I get stung a couple times each summer. Oh, I have only to attack that twice. The only time was when I was weed whacking. Oh my gosh, into a nest I have built around a piece of my farm equipment. That is insane. Okay, we must leave this topic because I don't like. I'm getting chills and I'm getting like woozy. So, what a great topic. What a great part of nature, am I right? These bees that are crazy, 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 and it's so like subtle. And in French we say like sournois. It's like a what a funny coincidence that there are bees and then they are wasps, right? And one of them is like nice and gentle and make honey, and then the other one's like meh, but they look alike, and that's a mind f for me. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a great topic talking about bees. I'm not so into it anymore, so let's change topic. I wish that I had a moderator or something that could give me like some some suggestions of fun topics. Like maybe once I start. I know, Robert. I speak sarcasm fluently. I know three languages: English, French, and sarcasm. And I speak your language. Hmm. But yeah, I wish I had like a friend. That's why I'm so. I really want my girlfriend Julie to become an Amazon live streamer, but she's having a hard time getting started because I guess you need to have a certain amount of followers or a certain online presence that she doesn't have. And so, Jeff Bezos, if you're watching this, you can give her a pass maybe, and she can become a really great Amazon live streamer for your brand. Oh, there's a big, big, big mosquito. Sometimes they are really crazy. They have these super long legs, like the leg never ends. It's like model mosquitoes, and those make me afraid the most. But yeah, all right. Moving on from the topic of bees and mosquitoes, and into the topic of summer and lovely. Those are female ones. Oh, interesting to know. Lovely times ahead. I'm so excited to remake my kitchen. And when I went to the kitchen store a few days ago, I was basically presented with these two choices for my fridge. They mate with the small ones and the big ones are blind. What? OMG, that is great. That is crazy. So, all right, we're moving on from the topics of bees and mosquitoes because I'm really like, I'm over them. So over them. Especially that one in my room that keeps biting me. Go away. So, anyways, with the summer coming, I'm really excited to remake my kitchen. But here in Italy, it's completely different than what I'm used to in America. And so many of these little things, like you would never think that they do things in a certain way here. It's just like what? Like some of these things are so normal for the culture here and so abnormal for us. One of these things is the fridge. The fridge here in Italy, it's like a cultural thing and it has to be hidden. Like it has to be behind a door basically and not able to like seeing the fridge is like seeing an underwear, like you don't really want to see it. You know that it's there, but you want to hide it. And so like in America we have oh Robert, come on. um in America we have a fridge like out and about, right? Like it's nothing, it's never really hidden behind a door. But here it's like it's weird if it's not hidden behind a door. But moreover, um, the fridges behind the door are much smaller than in America. We have like these big fridge, sometimes even with two doors. I love to have a big space, a fridge personally. Like, there's nothing worse for me than a small fridge. And so when I asked her about these double doors ones, they were like, she didn't even know what I was talking about. She said, "Oh yeah, like we see in the movies, like for her, it was something that she saw in the movies." Yeah, so Ricky just said in foreign TV shows they have very tiny fridges. She was so like used to the regular small fridge in Italy that for her it was like a big movies thing when they have those big fridges or like the celebrities that she said. Yeah, I want a fridge like the ones in Costco. Me too. I wish to have a fridge like this big, where like I can go and take a nap in it sometimes. Not that I would, because I don't really like the cold, but that I can have the option to take a nap in my fridge if I want to. But that is really not a possibility in Italy at all. And so she basically was she told me that here they don't put the fridge outside of a door. Like it's just not something that they do. But she offered it to do it for me. And she had this option for me that was basically like unlike everyone else in Italy because in Italy they don't have ice maker or water filter ever in their fridge because it's so little and hidden behind like a wooden door or like part of the cabinet. And so she had this like option that was bigger and had an ice machine. And so now I have to decide if I want to take like the Italian culture way one, like what's considered beautiful here and like a fridge behind closed door, or my raw American fridge that is not behind closed door. And so the Italian one never has an ice machine in it. And that sort of made me really sad because honestly, I'm a big fan of like making a cold drink in the summer, and I'm a big fan of not having to use like one of those like ice mold things. Like in my fridge right now, I have this ice mold thing that is made for popsicle, and the ice cubes never want to come out. And so it's a nightmare basically, but I found this incredible device that is a that makes ice for you. It's a portable ice maker, and I'm all about it. Honestly, it could change my life, so I'm really excited. If I can hopefully find it. Fly to Antarctica and fly back with a chunk of ice to Italy. Good one! You sure it's not gonna melt while I'm on the plane, or is that something that is typically done? Maybe they have a air freezer and I can bring back my ice in one piece. If I ever build another house, I'd like to have a commercial fridge in the kitchen that is massive, then have a separate freezer and standalone ice maker. Yeah, but that takes a lot of space. So she, the Italian lady that's proposing this new kitchen, she had put like the fridge as like a really small thing behind the door, and then the freezer was like on the opposite. Oops, sorry about that. On the opposite side of the kitchen, in like a pull-out drawer. And a walk-in fridge. That sounds like Costco, yeah. Oh, yeah, that sounds too cold for me. Not about that life. And so, and without an ice making machine. So, I don't know about that. In my head, like, honestly, I feel your vision, Ricky, but for me, the the freezer and the fridge sort of have to be together or combined or really close in vicinity with each other. It just doesn't make sense when the freezer is too far away from the fridge. It just doesn't. Like, it's something that you need both of them together, right? And also, like, the ice thing made me really, really sad not to have readily available ice and have to deal with this stupid mold thing. So I found this insane mosquito. So I found this insane portable ice making machine, but like the new level, the new technology. Basically, it makes ice in 6 minutes. You get 9 pieces of bullet shaped, ready, ready to rock ice cubes in 6 minutes. And I think that's revolutionary and cool because I've personally never been able to make ice in 6 minutes. And I think that can change my life. Like, I drank whiskey before, now I don't even drink, but I don't know, sometimes I might drink again. It's just, I'm not ruling it out. But there's nothing better than like ice in the whiskey. And when there was no ice ready, I just like, oh, shoot. But this is revolutionary for me. Like, being able to make 9 ice cubes in 6 minutes is incredible. Oh my gosh, that is big. Wow, no, 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 no. That is way too big. And it has wheels. I feel like it could move. It's a big fridge. Yeah, and you could get lost in it. I don't know. I would like a healthy middle. But anyways, back to this ice maker. It's so incredible. So it makes 26 pounds of ice in 24 hours. But like I said before, 9 pieces of ice in 6 minutes. So it has this like new technology that is just like, whoosh, and then it makes brand new ice. It has a 2 liter water reservoir. And not only that, but it's also like quiet because I don't like noisy things. I'm really not a fan of like, I'm a the noise pollution affects me a lot. And so when a machine is noisy, it's a deal breaker for me. So I love the fact that this one is not noisy. The bad thing is you need to add water every time. Yeah, true. But it has a pretty good, like, 2 liter reservoir, I guess. Yeah, you're right. But I mean, you would have to add water every time to make it manually, and then that's just such a pain because when I fill up the thing for the manual like ice maker, whatever you call it, like mold, it always spills everywhere. Like this one at least would not spill, and then it's just 2 liters make a lot of ice. Yeah, I honestly I dream about this machine because I'm such a fan of like summer drinks, and I'm still trying to find my non-alcoholic summer drink, but I'm a fan of ice cold summer drink. And I even had this really fun coffee table that's also a cooler in my carousel last. No way, Robert. I hate the cold. I just really like ice, but that's it. That's the only thing I like that's cold. I don't even like the freezer or the big fridge theory. I hate the cold, and Iceland does not sound good for me. It's just I want to have this ice machine, ice machine, cause it's cool. I've got a Frigidaire ice maker like that one. Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe I can come over and we can have a non-alcoholic drink. But I'm quite far away. Maybe yeah, I can take Icelandia Air. So this is an intelligent ice maker with a smart indicator. Oh, I just love that. All you do is add water, plug it in, press the button, and that's it. Forget it. With the outlet and drain plug at the bottom, it's easy to empty water. Oh yeah, that's my favorite part of the other coffee table with cooler is the plug, because when there is some extra water or some you're done, it's so easy to just take out the plug and then empty out the machine. I'm a big fan of that. You don't have to fuss with it. I'm a huge fan of that. It comes with this little ice basket and this scoop, and you can even make like 2 different sizes of ice cubes. So either like small 2 centimeter wide or large 3 by 2.5, which is incredible. Honestly, you can choose the size of the ice cube. What an awesome thing. It has a 2-year warranty. What is this? 2-year policy for the safe and portable ice machine. Yeah, 2-year warranty. So that's really great. I love a good warranty. 2 years is all right. It takes up less space at home or in the office, outdoor parties, or basement bars. Yeah, what a great product, especially if you have like a little wet bar or something, and then you constantly have to go back and forth to get some ice. I think I'm gonna give this as a present to my brother. I think he'll really appreciate it. My brother's like me, and he's very particular about like everything being there for like to make your life better. And I think that this is such a cool little new thing. You can make 9 ice cubes in 6 minutes. That is literally groundbreaking for me. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Only he calls you pancake flat. Yeah, it's pancake butt. But that's actually the other brother that came up with this wonderful nickname about 10 years ago actually now. But it was definitely like my favorite thing that he ever said because it's just so hilarious. And he's a really hilarious guy. And so for someone to invent that, it needs a special kind of brain. And I appreciate him for it. He just passed his CFA exams, and I'm really proud of him. It was actually my goal when I first graduated with my finance degree was to do my CFA exams, but then I took a completely different turn and decided not to want to work in finance at all. But those exams take a really long time, and you have to study hardcore, and there's like 3 of them, and he dedicated like a few years, and now he's done, and he's gonna move on to these big things. My brother has a big, great career in front of him as a financial CEO. So, congratulations, Ben. You deserve it. I'm really proud of my brother. He's like so intelligent and great. What a great guy. Now, a CFA. I always get them wrong. CPA, CFA. So, congrats. All right. Maybe I can get him this lovely ice maker as a present, right? You are so cool. Why isn't he watching right now? Good question. I think that he's just busy and in love. Oh, he also moved in a new home, so I don't know, maybe they are busy with that. Whatevs. I didn't really advertise it on my socials today. I just kind of went. TBH, the setup sometimes takes me so long and I sometimes want to cry. And it's a really strange combination because I'm about to go live and like friendly and happy, and then like I want to cry right before, but it can be a challenging time to be solo in this adventure. So if anyone wanna come by and help me set up, you are more than welcome to take a quick flight to Italy and let's work together because I'm looking for someone to like a professional help. So I don't know. This lovely ice maker is actually on sale for on a many different levels. You save 11 bucks on this offer today, but you can even have an extra $20 coupon that is clickable and automatically applied at checkout. I'm such a big fan of these coupons. I love them. That little box. Robert, thank you for being a party pooper. I'm sure someone who has 1500 round trip fly for you and help you. Yeah, I was more talking about like in the vicinity or in the next town, like I'm looking to hire someone or some agent or some content manager or basically just I can only go so far by doing things myself and like I want to like be a bit more than what I am now, stuck underneath here by doing all myself. And so I just need like to hire someone. I'm just not sure who that person is. And so really want to find that person, whether it's like a content manager or like an agent or like a PR person to answer emails and do some stuff that I can. Hi Brienne, so nice to see you. Wow, I love your picture. You look beautiful. Well, actually, I am a party pooper to be exact. I like to poop on parties. Wow. Great. I knew it. JK, Robert, I really like when you're here and you make my stream better because you talk with me and I appreciate that. So, welcome to my stream where we party poop and we make some ice. It sounds so weird. I hope that nobody in the on the other side cuts me off for using the P word because I'm so scared now. I'm literally so scared. Once I got cut off and it made me scared for the rest of my life. So anyways, I have so many great things on my carousel that I'm really excited about, and sometimes it's really nice to just window shop and click on some stuff. I love organizing my stuff and my home and my life. And so I'm all about like that. And I love this fridge organizer thing that I'm gonna try to get and then go over. Maybe I can have like a fridge organizing moment. That would be really fun. Ricky asked if the size of the town that I'm in is pretty good size. No, it's really small. And it's really fun because it gives me this like complete, how can I put this? This complete balance between living in Miami, which is like insanely fast paced and like sometimes hard to keep up with, and like a lot of pressure socially, and like a lot of like beautiful people. Like sometimes I go to a party and it's like only good looking people and you can like lose track of reality. I don't know how to explain it. So the fact that I go back to Italy in this small town where I am trying to learn the language and it's like much more slow pace and I eat great food and have a different kind of like pace of life, it really balances me because living Miami full time, I don't think is healthy and I don't think is a good thing for anyone. So definitely need some balance there with like, but I'm also not even allowed like I'm Canadian, so I'm only allowed to stay in America for 6 months out of the year, 6 months minus 1 day. And so I kind of found this like way around it by going half the year in in Miami and then another half in somewhere else. So here I am. But I agree. I prefer the small town. No, I love both. I just once I'm in one for too long, I start to really miss the other one. Does that make sense? And like the either the fast pace or the slow pace. It's like the yin and the yang, and it's really my no, Robert, it's because I'm still getting bit. You're having psychosomatic effects from the mosquito. They're like literally still biting me, and by they I mean him because there is only one, and it's really pissing me off. But anyways, I think that I it's time for me to go now because I'm not only getting eaten alive like a buffet by this one mosquito, but I'm also like super super hungry and looking forward to my pasta bowl that I'm excited to get. So cool. I for so this was my lovely live stream getting bit by mosquitoes. I'm definitely gonna find something from Amazon to help me with that issue. I found this humidifier I mean, air purifier to help me with my allergies, but now turn on the stove and put water and soap onto the pot. But the stove is downstairs, so maybe I can take the pot upstairs and like walk around with it. Anyways, I think I think I'm going a little cuckoo, so I'm gonna have some big bowl of gluten-free pasta now. Don't forget to check out my carousel and click on a few things. There are really fun items in there, and I love to window shop. And so I put it all together, and I never get to talk about all of it. They love the heat and carbon, and they'll be drowned from the soap because the lack of surface tension. Lovely, smart explanation. I'm gonna look more into it. But for now, you can hear my stomach growling. I'm gonna go eat a lot of pasta. So I thank you a lot for chilling with me as usual, and I'm hoping that you all have a really great evening and that you love each other because we're all having a hard time, right? That's my little parenthesis at the end of every stream. So be nice to one another. Ricky, glad I got you on here tonight. We'll catch you next time. Thank you so much. If you want to get a notification when I'm live, please follow me. I feel like I'm getting nobody to follow me anymore. And it makes me sad. My goal is to like grow on here, so it costs you nothing to follow me and it really, really helps me out. So if you find it in your heart, just press my face and then press the follow button. And I wish that even a mosquito could do it. Thank you for streaming, Alize. Party gal. Yeah, big party in my house tonight. It's gonna be me and some pasta. So have a good night, guys. I'm really happy that I got to talk with you and hang out, and I wish you a wonderful night. So see you later. Smell ya later.